So it's been about almost 2 months, and I don't have my voice back. And I had a last minute idea, and I was like, I wonder if it's laryngitis. And then I just Googled the difference between laryngitis and upper respiratory infection. So I had upper respiratory infection that I was diagnosed with, and that they said the non-specific feature of upper respiratory infections are commonly presented with nasal congestions and cough and sore throat.
That's
what I had. And a little bit of prednisone.
Did you have a sore throat?
Not a sore throat, just nasal infection and just a dry cough, like a dry, like suffocating cough.
Mm-hmm.
The throat didn't hurt, hence it didn't bother me. But then my voice in the last 3-4 days has been like even worse. But I don't have my nasal.
I don't feel like you've like fully recovered.
Well, I don't have a dry cough anymore. Like I do sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
But like this last night I did because I felt like all this post-nasal drip was going over my throat. And I couldn't clear it. But right now it's sore. My throat is sore. And my voice is even less pronounced. So...
what is laryngitis?
Well, that's what they're saying is the acute laryngitis is a change of sound of your voice, huskiness, hoarseness, or complete aphonia. I don't know what that is.
I bet that's like when you can't talk at all. Like,
So essentially laryngitis is inflammation of your larynx, and your larynx is your vocal cords. So it's inflammation of it. So it went from upper respiratory infection turned into upper respiratory infection, maybe a nasal infection,
sinus infection.
Then turned into laryngitis.
So how do you treat it? Because you've had this for a while. It's been like up and down for you. I feel like you had it really bad. When I say like beginning of December. And then it kind of got better, it seemed like. And then it got worse again. It got better. But every once in a while, you would still cough. Like, I don't think you fully recovered. And you were just talking about your neti potting and how wonderful it is. First of all,
you shut your mouth when you talk about the neti pot, okay? That's a very sacred event that I'm addicted to.
Sounds like it's not working.
No. The neti pot, it cured me. I have no nasal problems. And my sinuses I don't have that.
It just went all down to your throat.
Yeah. So... here's a treatment for laryngitis that will never work for me. Treatment includes resting your voice.
How do you even do that? Just don't talk.
And the problem with laryngitis is that your voice is so muted that you have to talk louder. So therefore, that's where the sore throat comes in. So you're truly trying to force through this thing.
It's interesting because when I lose my voice, when I have allergies, it doesn't sound like that. It sounds more like yours is like quieter and a little bit husky. I feel like mine is like...
I don't know what husky is. Why they wrote husky. I don't know what husky is. Is that fat?
When it has... No. When it has this like hoarseness to it.
Well, then they said husky and then hoarseness.
Yeah.
So why not just say hoarseness and skip an extra word?
Because there's you just think of a certain kind of tone when you think husky. Like...
I think of a certain body shape.
Well, I don't think about that. I think of a dog.
This is why you girls are so much nicer than guys.
But like when I usually lose my voice twice a year, right around spring and fall because of allergies.
Spring's coming.
Spring's coming.
It's
usually like May or June.
Yeah.
But I feel like with me, it was like a completely different type of losing your voice. Yours is just more, it's not as pronounced. I don't know how to even describe it. For me, I actually I'm like talking and part of it is quite like silent and the other part I'm like, you know how when somebody loses their voice, they'll say a sentence and part of it is like whisper, part of it's like...
fade out.
Yeah.
You fade out when you talk.
Yeah. So mine is more like that. Yours is just kind of like...
You're being a real vocal coach right now.
I just know so much about the vocal cords, the larynx.
It's funny. And this is what I wanted to get into. So I just finished the Pantry, and when I was watching the video, you could see this progression of my voice thing where first it starts normal, and then you have clearly me getting the heaviest part of it, and it's literally the next scene. That's how quickly. Now, it was...
Obviously, it was
there's a few days between the hair transplant thing, but...
And that's right when you had all of that during the hair transplant, right? Or was it before?
Well, I got hit with the ear infection before. like
And
3 days
then
before. No, I got hit with the upper respiratory before, a few days before. I'm sorry, a week before. Then
because you got the medicine for it
3 days before, I did not get the medicine. Oh, I did get
the first time. Yeah.
And then 3 days later, or 3 days before the procedure, I got the.
So it's been like
Well, enough about me.
a good month for you.
Enough about me. I'm gonna take
Rough.
my shirt off here.
At least you can still work out.
Because why wouldn't I? I mean, it's silly.
Well, because I would
rest-
imagine sometimes you just feel like
I don't
sick.
feel. I don't feel sick.
No.
I just feel my throat hurts. I don't feel sick. I feel perfectly fine. It's just, and I don't have
And
a
your
crazy,
throat hurts because
I keep wanting to clear my throat.
it's
and I can't.
irritating. Yeah.
I did scoff down 7 cough drops yesterday.
Scoff down.
Scoff down.
7 cough drops, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For your throat, for your cough.
For my throat, and it did feel like it felt numb and better.
Yeah. Hopefully spring is not going to be crazy, full of sicknesses.
Well, it is what it is.
We'll
So,
see. But the pantry,
Tell me about it. What do you think? What are your?
it is finished.
That's all you gotta say. I went through hell and back to build this thing, and you're like, "It's finished, guys."
Guys, it's done.
That's
Yay.
it. And what are you working on next, Alex? That's what you're gonna lead with.
Guess what the next project is?
Yeah.
Um,
By the way, you have something in your teeth, right?
This side?
On this side. Right there. This side. It's green.
did I get it?
Go one more tooth back. There you go. That's the tooth. Right there on top. Get it.
No, that's my tooth.
What is it?
Remember I showed you?
Uh-uh.
My gums are receding because I grind my teeth so much, and so
Oh.
it's starting to recede up.
Why are you grinding your teeth? Are you nervous?
I guess in my sleep I am.
Are you stressed?
No, I've always grinded my teeth.
Do you think they're... Wait a second. Why are your gums receding if you're grinding your teeth? Wouldn't your teeth get flatter?
Because when you grind your teeth, it also affects the top of your tooth, and it thinks like it needs to go. I don't know, something with your gums. They feel like they need to go up because you're irritating your teeth. I don't know the science behind it.
Sounds like your
But that's what they tell
dentist
me.
is trying to fool you.
Well, part of it is grinding my teeth, and the biggest part of it.
Wow. Okay. Biggest part.
Let me tell you guys all about the teeth.
Wow. If you thought last week's video was dramatic, podcast is dramatic, wait till you get into
The
this one.
drama. No, it's because all of my life I brushed my teeth way too hard, and he told me
What's
my
with that?
gums
You've destroyed
recede,
so many
which makes more
toothbrushes.
sense. The teeth grinding doesn't make a ton of sense
the
to me
brushing
why
the
they would
teeth.
recede, but he did say they do still a little bit from that. But think about it. I always felt like the harder I brushed my teeth, the better I was brushing my teeth. And then I learned as an adult, 5 years ago, that you should not be brushing your teeth that hard because it makes your teeth super sensitive, makes your gum recede, and it's actually not good for your teeth.
I didn't
was
know.
like,
So you intentionally
my mind was blown.
were pressing down hard.
I don't think
with
I
the
thought about it. I just involuntarily did it because I would feel like, okay, I have to brush really hard to get all the stuff off of it.
How much stuff did you have?
My teeth were always clean
you
and
should have
white,
taken
but
sandpaper.
that probably would have done the trick.
The wool pad would be nice. A nice little 4/0 wool pad.
I do feel like
That'd be
the
nice.
wool pad. I do feel like it just became a habit. It's not like I was intentionally being like, I need to brush harder. It just, I don't know, it just formed this habit. And then over time, years and years and years, that's how I brushed.
You're aggressive.
And then
aggressive person.
we got married, and I realized, looking at our toothbrushes side by side, how aggressive I was.
Your
with the
toothbrush looks like you were given one toothbrush since you were little, and you've got to only use that
same
one.
My toothbrush looked like the Red Sea was parted.
It was completely flat. You had no bristles that were standing up. And I don't know. You're like a small gal, so I was like, wow, how is she?
I have big teeth though.
Yeah, but and that's what I thought. I was like, oh, maybe big teeth. They're getting more wear and tear. Like, no, she's just.
No, I just brush hard.
You're shoving that thing down
I
your teeth. Anger.
But then, you know what's funny? And this is how I wonder if it is involuntary, if it's just something inside of you, because I look at our children's toothbrushes and it's the same thing. Jack's is normal. Beckham's is destroyed. And I'm like, oh no, he's going to have the same thing.
Yeah. Well, talk to your boy.
Anyway, that's from that.
By the way, I don't know if you saw it, but I was looking at the clock that you just put up there. And do you see something special?
Did you change the time on the clock? Is that?
I put batteries into the. So
I
here's the
love
thing you
it.
do. You buy cute decor that also could have function. Like this is a really cool hearth and home clock, and you have no intention of putting batteries in it.
Because I don't think about that. I think how cute it is.
You're
That's
like,
it.
I don't need it till time.
I got the time on my watch. I got it on my phone. Why do I need it
You
there?
had a conversation with me not so long ago about wanting, like you sounded like you're kind of done with your Apple Watch and you wanted like a grown-up watch like I do, right? And the thing is I don't think you're going to wind it.
I know.
You're
I don't
always,
think I'm gonna, it's never going to work.
you're never going to be like, what
It's
time
going
is
to
it?
be like a bracelet for me. It's going to be an
Yes.
accessory.
And this is why I refuse to buy an expensive watch.
Maybe someday.
Until you...
The same
Are
time
you
I can
low-key-
charge an electric car is the same time I can wear a watch.
That sounds like a very expensive time. I think you're low key don't know how to tell time.
Like analog time? Yeah.
What is that?
So it's on the 2. So I know it's 2.
Because we started the podcast at 2.
208. See?
Anywho, so we figured out your toothbrush dilemma. That
If you guys were wondering, that's
And if
a
you
little
want to hear,
sidetrack there.
if you want to hear more detective work by us, listen to the last podcast. We break down the Idaho murder, and let us know if you guys like the murder mystery stuff.
Because I love it.
The true crime. It's kind of fun to
It's
talk
fun
about.
to talk about. Well, that's kind of mean.
Why?
Just because it's somebody's like life and they were murdered. But
It's a story.
interesting to talk about because it is a story and we're all interested in finding out why and how it happened and like the details. I think there's a reason all these true crime shows, podcasts do so well all the time. Do you remember back in the day? What was it called?
Dateline?
Dateline and like America's Most Wanted. Do you remember those shows? They've always been around and they've always been popular because people are intrigued by this like true crime stuff.
Right. Like what would make a crazy person do something?
The whole mystery behind the murder.
You know who doesn't question it is anybody in the animal kingdom. Like the animal kingdom.
Because it's not murder.
Well, it is murder. It's an absolute murder.
It's killing. Yeah.
Like I follow this account called Nature is Metal, and they show some of the most
Nature is Metal.
Metal, yeah. Kyle, you
Like
familiar?
METAL.
You don't know about Nature's Metal? So they show some of the most like horrific, high definition, like Animal Planet style videos of animals attacking other animals in like the
that's
jungle.
hard to watch, I'm sure.
Well, I was gonna send you one yesterday.
Don't.
And just be like thinking about you, and it was this,
Hey girl,
it
I'm
was
thinking about you.
lioness, and she got this. I want to say it was like a hyena or something like that, a baby hyena, and she was at first she was like licking the head of it, and I was like, oh, maybe she's like washing it or something like that, and then
She's gonna let it go.
she starts biting its head and crushing its skull and nibbling at it and breaking away.
And it's like close up.
It's close up, like as close of a frame on this YouTube thing is. That's how close up it is, like a very high definition.
Oh my god!
And then the caption said like a lioness, an average size lioness in the jungle, needs to eat between 11 and 12 pounds of protein or meat a day in order to survive. So that was one of her days.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was like thinking about you.
Just one of her days.
Just one of her days.
Think about you, girl.
Yeah, and nobody's going, I wonder why she did it.
Yeah, because they know.
Yeah.
But that's the difference with humans. They're doing it to survive.
That's just
Humans are
natural.
killing because they're crazy.
Well, what if there's an instinct that happens to that person? Like, what if they go into a level of psychosis, of this like mental paralyzing of clarity, and they just go, I just want to kill.
Well, are there animals that do kill just to kill?
Are there animals who kill just
so
to kill?
it seems like with animals, they're killing to eat,
Yes.
so to survive, or to like, basically to survive. But with humans, you're not killing to survive.
No.
You don't have this instinct to like, I need to kill this person because I need to survive or eat.
Well,
cannibalism, but that's a whole nother story.
Well, technically animals are cannibals, or they're called carnivores. But I think that from what I understand is they say that animals are reactionary creatures. And then I don't know what the opposite is for humans, but supposedly we have the ability to process consciousness in terms of like what we feel and why we feel it. And they're not doing that now. They still experience emotions. They could feel sadness and grief. They've proven that, but I don't think they're driven by their reaction. So if I'm hungry, I need to go kill something and eat it. I don't think they're going like I'm sad, because a papa bear will go kill its cub because it's reacting to hunger.
Right.
They don't have that Winnie the Pooh stuff where it's like, you know.
Or if somebody, obviously, if an animal feels threatened, they kill, right?
Well, yeah, if the animal
Obviously,
feels
like a
threatened,
bear, yeah.
Well, not kill it. They again, they're reacting.
They're trying to
They're
protect
reacting to
themselves.
the aggressor. So if a bear is attacking another bear, by the way, I'm a biologist. I'm a certified biologist. So
You sound like it.
I'm a person of reason right now. What ends up happening is if, let's say, there is a trash can, a bear finds that trash can because it's a source of food, the food that's been disposed. Another bear comes on it. The first bear is going to be attacking this other bear that's coming, and the bear that's being attacked is just reacting to it until he realizes, okay, that's your domain, I'm leaving. So they're reactionary animals.
Very interesting. I was thinking to myself,
Yeah.
Alex sounds like a real biologist.
I'm a real biologist, guys. Some would say I'm the world-renowned biologist, so I'm the most authoritative figure in the space.
World-renowned.
I follow multiple Instagram accounts when it comes to nature. That's number one.
And that's how you get your accreditation, for sure.
Mm-hmm. And I overhear multiple podcasts.
Sometimes I'll read a little snippet of a story or news story.
Yeah.
So
if you want an authority voice, you just heard it.
We really went a roundabout way to get back into the pantry. I was trying to find a way to.
Oh, there's no way. There's no way. They say that if there's a will, there's a way. There's no way.
There's no way. We could.
So the pantry, lots of tears had, a lot of frustration. In fact, I didn't know. So
First of all,
yes.
Hats off.
Thank you, thank you, my lady.
The pantry somehow feels so much bigger than it did, which is so impressive.
Thank you.
Like I can walk in there, even though somehow there's more storage space, but it feels bigger.
I like how you can walk in there, and then because we've created more space, and you decided to take away that space by putting a stool in the middle of it.
Babe, there's some shelves I can't reach. I love the shelves, but I'm short.
How often?
Well, that's why I put the stool there. Also, the stool folds up, and I hang it on the back of the door.
When? I didn't even know there's a place.
It.
Right now?
Yeah.
Because I've seen that
Go
stool
look.
in our living room. I've seen that stool in our family
our daughter
room.
takes it everywhere.
And
she thinks it's hers.
Well, it's fine. Give it to her, but don't leave it inside the room.
No,
because that still won't let you reach to the very top anyways.
That's true.
Yeah.
I need like a ladder.
So what do you need? A stick. That's what you need.
I need just
You need an old person stick with a claw. You know the
the
one?
the claw that like opens.
That's what you need.
Oh, good idea. No, because obviously I put the stuff on the shelves that I can't reach. I put the stuff that I don't use a ton up there because the drawers really have everything we need.
Yeah.
But there's still certain things like baking stuff, like extra flour and like my pancake mix and stuff. That stuff is on the higher shelves that I can't reach. So I need a little stool. So I like having it there just in case. So I'm not climbing on the top of the counter.
But yet you put my protein powder on the highest possible 10-foot
You
tall
don't
shelf.
ever use it.
I use it daily.
You know what you should do with that protein powder actually?
Throw it away?
Put it in one of those glass jars.
Where?
And then just refill it.
Where do I get this glass jar?
I'll give you one.
Where do I get a 5-gallon bucket of glass jar?
It's like a...
Yeah, but where? Where do we have one of those laying around the house?
I have a few extras, actually.
So by me getting another container...
I'll get you a little label that says protein powder.
But I can look at it. It says protein powder. There's already a label.
But it's... Okay, for... That thing is huge. Where the heck am I supposed to put it?
I'm
Where?
sorry. The
On the
shelves
shelf?
are 14 inches apart. That thing is a 12-inch tall container.
So you made it. But it's not, like, aesthetically pretty.
It's
all my bins and baskets are so cute.
Yeah, and good luck finding stuff.
Yeah, I also put a label on it that tells you what's inside the basket.
Okay.
So.
Okay. You're right.
I feel like I win.
What if we put curtains in there? Just covering everything up?
That's the whole point of having the bins, the baskets.
So you're gonna give me a container which has an opening of, what would you say, a baseball, like a softball size?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm going to take my protein powder that's in this giant bucket. And I can't just pour it in there because
you need a little scooper.
So I'm going to spend my afternoon scooping out my protein powder into another container. And then when I need it the next day, I'm going to use another scooper to scoop it back in.
Here's a thought. You, once a week, refill this little glass jar. And I have plenty of them. So you fill it up once a week.
Okay.
And then during the week, you do your little scoops. What do you do? 1, 2 scoops? Then every Saturday you just refill it, or Sunday, whatever it is.
You know what I'm going to do? So we've always had this conversation, and the kids want this, having a dog. And I said, we're not having a dog because I'm going to have to take care of the dog.
Mom's not.
You're not taking the dog. So I'm going to play you the same clip you just told me. Is you just take a scoop, and once a day, just put the scoop in there, and there you go. There's a scoop.
You just take a little shovel, and you scoop up all the poop out of the grass in the backyard. And there's a scoop, and the dog is fed, and the poop is picked up. And easy.
I'm going to give you the same pep talk.
But the difference is I don't want a dog.
I don't want a dog now either.
But you want the protein powder.
I don't want the protein powder. I don't want the protein.
Is there another place you can put it?
Do you want me to be...
Hold on a second.
Whoa.
Can you reach the very top?
No.
Well, how do you get it?
We have 10-foot tall ceilings.
How do you get it?
How do I get it?
Yeah.
I pray.
No, do you climb? You use my step stool. I knew it. Yes, you do.
No, I did not use a step stool.
You use my step stool.
No, here's the best I got to it.
Oh, man, I want to catch you using it.
I'm able to use my tippy fingers to open the cabinet door. And then I do the little thing where you lift up the bottom of the container, like over the course of 4 or 5 times.
Kind of.
No, I could touch it. And
babe, just use my step stool. It's gonna make your life easier. That's why I got it.
Burn that thing because you can't reach the very top. So what's the point of having us?
You can.
With it, yeah. But then what are you gonna use? Now we just have a thing just for me to use.
I use it for the shelves, not the cabinets, but the shelves.
And so then you have to get another step stool for the top ones.
I step on the counter.
What's the? Oh my.
Well,
God.
what would be a better, you think, option? Because obviously every once in a while we'll need to open, like I put the paper towels.
How often is every once in a while?
Okay, well, at least once a week, because or if not more, because every time a paper towel roll runs out, I have them in the top.
Okay.
In the cabinets. So what I do, what I like to do is I get my little step stool out, I step on it, and then I step on the counter, and then I open the cabinet.
I'm gonna pitch you an idea. Okay. What if we have
a ladder,
a smaller step stool that gets you to your other step stool, and then you get on the countertop.
Oh, a step stool to the step stool.
Yes.
To the countertop.
Yes. To the assistant step stool.
The assistant to the step stool. I get it.
Yeah, and then you kind of made your own staircase, right?
Yeah.
At that point.
You do. I like those when people have the ladders that like move, but obviously it's not big enough there. Babe.
And also, how do you make it do 90 degrees?
It turns as a swivel. No, I think people do that when they have like a long, like libraries have those.
Yes, libraries should have them. If you have a pantry that you need a ladder for, you are way too rich.
That's true.
I'm sorry. I mean, that's.
I love having all that extra storage. Yeah, it's just a matter of like getting to it, and it's not a big problem.
Let me ask you this: do you feel like we actually have more storage, or do you feel like we just reallocated the storage opportunities?
I feel like it's a more functional use of the storage, and maybe it's the same, but it's functional in terms of the drawers all have the kids' snacks.
Couldn't bins accomplish the same thing?
Like no drawers? Like
what if you just put like an IKEA clay bin and you put all the kids' stuff on it and you put it on a shelf?
Which is what we had before.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be the same thing?
It's the same, but it's hidden.
Okay.
Which is incredible because it's
who are you hiding from?
Well, everyone. You know why? Because our pantry is like right in the corner where you could see into it if it's open. Mm-hmm. From the dining room, from the living room, basically any angle. So, and it's always open because the kids are always in it. Mm-hmm. So it's basically always open. So why not hide the things if you can and make it look like a pretty space, which is what we did.
Don't we? Yes. Well, you got some cute decor stuff in there and all that stuff, organizing bits. So
you did it all, babe.
You could say we. Now, here's why. Originally, we were gonna try to do a glass door for it.
I think we still will.
No, we will not. And here's why. Because your argument is that having, organization and drawers and the clutter being put away, at that point, The door is never going to be closed. The door is always going to be open. So why put something with a glass door just for the sake of saying you have it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not paying for it.
You're gonna make it.
No, I can't make glass doors.
I think you should try it for a video.
No, it's not. Video's not going to work. Sorry, my content calendar is all booked up.
Yeah. Well, I think it would look amazing, but whatever. That's just me.
That's just you.
It's just how I feel.
Do you know how many things that you went and rebought just because it would look amazing?
I do.
Hence me buying protein powder, then you buying a glass container that now I have to allocate special time to refill as if it's a fish that I'm feeding every week.
Yes. And it's going to make the pantry look amazing.
Interesting.
That you don't have to put your ugly ass black tub of protein powder.
Okay.
That's like, how big do you think it is? Like,
It's a 5-gallon bucket of protein powder. What's
giant. And it's like it has like a yellow
Okay,
label or
let
something.
me- let
It's
me ask you.
bad.
How important is it to you, my health and overall physique?
It's very important.
Okay, so this is one of the requirements that's part of it, right? Do you think I loved it when you were breastfeeding around the house when the kids were little?
Yeah, you did. Because I was exposed.
Partially. But the breast pumps, do you think I was excited about that?
Yeah.
No,
You were
not,
like, ooh, this has
not as much.
some nutritious milk.
Yeah. See how the milk
This
is made.
is creating nutrients for
No,
my
not at all.
child. That's what you were thinking.
And never did I say, hey, why don't you go get a container and go to another room and then take care of business there? No,
it's different.
I said,
I
well,
was supplying food
yes.
for a life.
Okay, you could.
Are you?
Well, you can't
Doing
do
that?
You can't do that in another room.
No,
Why?
because it's my house.
Oh, that is my reasoning for my protein powder. This is my house. I build a pantry. My protein powder stays.
Okay, fine. This can be the compromise, if you will.
Glass door? No.
No,
What? What's your compromise?
you can have it out on the shelf, but the minute we have people over, it's going back up.
That's fine as long as you put it right back down. Okay. If you really want to compromise, okay, I'll do.
I wonder if I'm the only person that's like this.
I guarantee you're not. But the problem is there's
Sometimes
a lot of guys.
I feel like I'm crazy, but
I think there's a lot of guys out there who
who
will not
also
have this
can
fight.
relate
Well,
to
who,
you.
who will not have the fight, and they just kind of go, okay, I guess I can't have my protein powder in here. That's why, like, the majority of the guys who
What
have,
if
like,
you put your protein powder where like we keep all the alcohol and the wine in that cabinet?
that's fine. I don't mind that.
Oh yes.
I'm being more offended the fact that you're dismissing the pantry that I built, and you're giving me a chore.
Protein powder doesn't belong in the pantry. Everybody knows that.
But paper towels do.
Yeah.
How?
In the uppers.
How?
Because they're hidden away in the upper cabinets. What else do you put in the upper cabinets that you can't reach?
Kyle.
I feel like my reasoning today is like on point.
Not even close.
Yes.
Not even.
I'm winning every argument.
Hold on a second. Oh, hold on a second. Your reasoning. So,
I'm winning every argument.
true or false? 2 days ago, there's 4 rolls of paper towels in this office. True or false? True or
I
false?
couldn't fit them in the cabinet.
And true or false?
Okay,
they were there
okay.
for a week.
Okay.
And true
In
or
my-
false? Hold on a second. Let me finish my statement.
Not a
True or
week, it was
false?
like 4 days.
True or false that the only reason they got put away is because yesterday I moved them all in the kitchen countertop out of the office.
Okay. In my defense, freaking Costco has the biggest pack of paper towels I have ever seen in my life.
Okay.
That's my defense.
Would you say you lack storage? Would you
I actually couldn't fit them all in the cabinets.
would you
There was a lot of paper towels. I started dispersing them like between the bathrooms. I'm like, well, I'll need a paper towel roll here at some point. It's a lot of paper towels.
Do you know what your biggest enemy in life is?
What?
Your biggest
Not
enemy.
enough storage?
No, too much storage is your biggest enemy in life.
No, I never have enough.
You end up throwing everything into that thing.
Yeah,
just
the catch-all.
because.
There's
The
always a catch-all. It's freaking annoying.
When I built the mudroom, I built it cabinets, floor to ceiling, and then I look in there.
No, it's been great.
It's not been great.
Have you seen it? I organized it all like 2 months ago.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. So
you didn't even look.
No, I did. This is where I'm leading with. So I go to get my work boots, and right next to my work boots is your blogger hat. that you never wear.
Wait, what,
And then
work
above the
boots?
blogger hat. So
Why are your work boots in the uppers?
Because I have 2 pairs and they don't fit down below.
Well, that's your problem. You have way too many shoes and boots.
Okay, this is a moneymaker for me. I need work boots to make money to build stuff for you.
Stop having such huge feet. And having so many boots.
Length is not the issue. It's the height of the boot that's an issue too. Now,
you can't fit them in your...
If the cabinet is 3 feet tall,
okay,
and you're using half of that, and there's nothing above it,
that's your fault. You should have put a shelf.
It's all my fault.
Again, winning. Listen, the whole mudroom idea was we have... There's actually 2 things I need to say, and both of them are...
I didn't realize we're getting a divorce after this.
We're going straight to the courthouse.
Okay.
When you built the mudroom,
okay,
the whole point was to have a drawer for the shoes. Yes? Facts. We weren't putting shoes in the uppers.
Okay.
What I mean uppers is upper cabinets, which we have above.
Yeah. Yes, Your Honor, that is correct. That's what that means.
Upper cabinets.
Okay.
Roger that.
Yeah, roger that.
And after you built the mudroom,
you
gave yourself
Okay, go ahead.
You gave yourself 2 drawers. Everybody else got 1, and you got 2 shoe drawers.
How many?
And this is fact.
How many lockers did you get?
I have 2 lockers, but that's for my coats. Beside the point.
Hold on a second.
Beside the point.
Hold on. And then there's a middle locker that I built to put, the Dyson vacuum with charger that I put in there. What's in that cabinet?
Extra bags.
Extra bags
like totes.
for you.
No, for like our family.
How many totes does our family need?
A lot. Do you ever pack anything for our family?
So
no,
if I open
do.
it, there's not going to be a single person there.
No, it's totes.
It's totes.
Yeah.
Functional totes, or is it stylish totes?
No, they're functional. It's like the ones I bring for like the boys' football games, like those ones. It's actually pretty empty in there. But anyway, you're trying to avoid the point of my story.
Yes.
Which is you have 2 shoe drawers.
Correct.
And you're still putting your boots in the uppers, which shouldn't be there. Because the uppers are meant for hats, gloves, extra like cleaning stuff, other things.
Is that there right now?
Yeah.
Is that there right now?
Hats, gloves. Yep. Because I cleaned it all out.
And then cleaning stuff is there too.
No, on one of them, it's like extra vacuum accessories.
That's a great point. Now, let me ask you this. I built giant cabinets, lots of them, uppers and lowers, in the mudroom. Or in the laundry room.
Okay, we're still on the mudroom. You can't move on to that.
What's in those?
Oh, lots of cleaning stuff.
How much do you clean when we have cleaners coming over to clean our house?
They come once.
Go to the commercial break. Go to commercial break. What are you?
Hold on.
What are you? How often are you cleaning that you need so many?
I clean every day. Do you see me? I clean every day.
But how much cleaning supplies do you need?
I need all of the cleaning supplies. There's stain removers. There's like the mop like attachments. There's the vacuum attachments. There's all the like extra cleaning stuff.
Accessories. Yeah. Okay. You just summarized.
There's dish rags. Okay. There's extra like towels.
Okay.
All of the things.
I'm even going to be very generous with this. That's 2 very comfortable cabinets used up. We have 6 in the mudroom, in the laundry room. We have 2 uppers, and then we have another 3 down below.
The ones down below are for laundry and the ironing board.
Okay.
I've got it all under control, babe.
You do? Okay.
I'm actually very appalled that you said the mudroom cabinets were dirty because I organized everything. And you said there's 3 feet of like extra space. Yes. What am I supposed to do with that? There's only a bin that goes up to like 15 inches.
Why not have stackable bins?
How?
The ones with the lids, you could stack them all up. So if you got
but like then it's very inconvenient to get to them. I would rather have like one bin.
But you just bought a really cool step stool.
That stays in the pantry, babe. That's my steps. That's my pantry step stool.
Oh, you have multiple step stools.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm gonna label it pantry step stool because I'm a label maker.
Okay.
And every time I think of it, my hands get all like
Okay.
excited.
You feel because you're a label maker. That's what you get excited.
I love it. It's great.
Okay.
And this is
What?
These are the things we talk about when Alex does a project.
Yes, we do. The more storage I make you, the
more I store stuff.
false, the least comprehensible that storage place it becomes. How many times did we argue about this closet right here in the office of you turning into just a catch-all stuff?
Yeah. There's always going to be a catch-all room.
Oh, there's stuff in right now. Clearly, you recently cleaned it all out.
Yeah.
And then there's a bunch of decor in there now.
Well, because I'm storing it for the meantime.
Oh, and when the meantime comes is in like a month and a half when I was like,
I
hey.
actually need to do a trip to the storage unit, so I'm just waiting. All my stuff is just...
Don't get me started with the storage unit.
What?
You have stuff in there of just empty boxes. You have empty boxes in the storage unit. You have high chairs.
Empty boxes?
You have empty boxes from light
I do
fixtures
not.
and decor there. Yes, you do. I was in there like, was it?
Well, I'm storing the box to take to the dump later in my lifetime.
Between now and 80. All right.
You know what my problem is?
What?
I definitely have this like out of sight, out of mind mentality.
You do. There's a box that you put underneath my side of the
Called
bed.
out of sight, out of mind?
Yeah, but it's always in my side and it's always on my mind because I'm going to bed. I'm like, what the hell is this box doing here? And when I asked you twice, you were so vague about it. And
So don't worry about it.
You did say that.
I did. I said, don't worry about it. Yeah. I do this thing where when I clean one space, there's like all this stuff that I don't know where to put it. And then it becomes it gets put into the catch-all space because I'm like, I don't know where to put this. What do I do with this? I'm just going to put it here for now while I clean this other space. And then that space gets dirty. And then it just becomes a cycle of like never ending.
There's two more places.
And then you throw 3 kids into the mix who every single
Don't
time
get the children
have you
involved
seen
in it. Don't get
Beckham's
the-
locker?
Yeah, but that's his locker. As long as it all stays in his locker.
As long as he can close
nobody
it.
cares.
It's bad.
Yeah, I know. It's terrible. Nothing.
You open Jack's, it's like a coat and his football and a hat. And then you open Beckham's, it's literally piled, which the locker is about, like Harper can fit into it. It's what, like 4 feet?
Yeah, close to 4.
It's piled up to the very top almost of just stuff.
At one point, he had 4 sticks from inside of it.
Yes. Everything in there. He has sticks. I'm sure he has food in there. He has like 7 coats. Oh my gosh, I can't.
Yeah.
He's a hoarder though. If anybody in our family is a hoarder, it's Beckham.
Yeah. Now,
Harper, we'll see about her.
there's
but
2 more rooms in this house, 2 more spaces that you are treating negligently as a catch-all. And it's
I know what
bothering
you're going
me.
to say.
What is it?
The laundry room and the bonus room.
No, false. Both of them. Yeah. I'm letting you cut off easy on these ones.
What is it?
Yeah. Well, the bonus room is a good one because there's a lot of cabinets there. Okay.
No, I'm talking about like that
Oh,
corner of the...
Yeah, the corner that you always like. I got to return that. Like, by the way, the tile. Are you getting that returned?
Yeah.
When, in my lifetime?
Perhaps.
One of them is the linen closet in our master bathroom.
Oh, I haven't even tackled that. Honestly, it's not even on my mind.
Because it's out of sight.
No
out of mind.
priority. No, because we don't use it. So it's like I have to organize
Because
it.
you're not letting me have my protein powder in the pantry.
Do you want to put it in the master bathroom closet?
Yes. I want to
You
take it quickly.
You can take it. Like you can like after your workout, go in the shower, grab your little protein
And then
powder.
the second place is the boys' linen closet in their bathroom. You have Harper's infant tub to bathe.
What am I supposed to do with it?
Throw it away or give it away.
I haven't had the time.
You have shelves, 3 different types of shelves on the very top shelf that you're just letting be there.
I know.
And then
Well,
it's
that's the
some
point. Is like I'm never in those spaces. Like so, our linen closet.
I'm gonna start leaving doors open.
No. Well, at some point we're gonna have to tackle the boys' linen closet in their bathroom because when we redo the bathroom,
don't we?
it's gonna have to get tackled.
What are you
Which
tackling?
actually-
What am I tackling with it?
What?
What
I want to maybe get rid of it.
No. Tile's done. Not doing it. Yeah. Must be hard.
We'll see.
Must be hard being you.
What if we do a cute little vanity for Harper?
In
A little makeup vanity.
No, we already got one of those, and it didn't. The excitement wasn't as high as I thought it would be.
What do you mean?
Well, because you're like the chair's not high enough.
I love it. I use my makeup vanity every single day,
not putting
and I
another-
get to sit.
I'm not building her a makeup vanity in there. Yeah, sorry.
We'll talk later.
No, we're not. I'm not doing it.
But so the master bathroom,
Look, you don't
linen
understand.
closet.
I just finished floors.
You should have had a debriefing. I don't know.
No, why does she need a makeup vanity? She's 2.5.
No, later down the road.
How long do you expect to live in this house?
Forever.
Okay. When that time comes, I'll build another house, and then she could put a makeup vanity.
Oh,
in there.
perfect. Okay, cool. But what I was gonna say is,
I gotta say no to you more often. I'll say this.
it's hard for you to say no. To me.
I'm getting a lot better at it.
No, you're not.
I'm
On
practicing.
the podcast, you are.
I'm
And
practicing.
then afterwards, you're gonna be like, oh, fine. We both know. The linen closet in the master bathroom is in the toilet room. So like, what do you call it? Water closet? I don't know.
Let's put a makeup vanity in.
Yeah. So we have like the bathroom area where it has a shower, bathtub, vanity, my makeup vanity. And then there's like a toilet room where the door actually shuts.
Yeah.
And there's a toilet. Across from the toilet, there's a little closet randomly placed there with like shelves. So I like never look at it. When we redid the bathroom, I kind of just threw everything from the other linen closet that we used to have into there. And now I never even think about it because it's kind of hidden. And now, because you told everybody in the world,
Yeah.
I'm going to have to tackle it and take a picture.
You don't understand. This is an international podcast.
The whole world is going to know
We have people listening
that I have two closets.
in Australia that you didn't consider.
Well,
There's like 3 people in Australia that listen to this podcast.
and they're judging me because you said that.
They rightfully should. There's no reason for this. Let's get to the bottom.
You know what's funny?
What is it?
I've never seen you once clean out a closet.
I build the closets. I don't clean them.
Oh.
Hold on a second. Well, hold on a second. Am I wrong for saying that?
Yeah. Well,
What am I cleaning? Is it my stuff? You know me.
kids,
If I don't use
well,
it,
that's the point. Is like,
if I don't use it, I throw it away. And you, every time I throw something away, you take it right out of the trash.
no, I don't. I'm not Beckham.
I threw away markers. You're like, what if the boys need to?
Okay, that was different because our kids have homework and projects that they have to do, so we have to have markers in the
Okay.
house
I saw a
somewhere.
problem.
Maybe in the safe.
The kids drew, or Harper drew on the
One
couch
kid in particular.
3 times or 4 times. And after the second time, I threw them in the trash.
Yeah.
I saw a problem. I solved the
Yeah.
problem. You went back into it, and that happened 2 more times.
You solved the problem. But that's the thing is like, no matter what, there's going to be things because then a month later, Jack had this like project that he was doing for school and he needed markers.
Okay.
And what if we didn't even have any?
You-
What would he have done?
He would
He
not-
would have cried.
He would not get into college for sure.
No, he would have failed out of 3rd grade
Yeah. That's what he felt.
and then just never went on.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't go to high school, college.
Okay, since that point.
We would have
when's
ruined
the-
his life.
This is the last point. When's the last art project that they had?
Jack had a few after that.
Really?
Yeah. They're not like all the time, but they do come up.
Okay.
So I'm just saying.
Okay.
Sometimes your problem solving
I'm
isn't.
not the person to be cleaning up closets because everything would just get thrown out. That's my easiest solution to it. If I don't use it, I lose it. So like, I don't know if you want.
I know,
me
and
to-
then we would have nothing.
we would not. have
Like this bathrobe, they don't need it.
Yeah, and we would be happy.
Towels, we wouldn't have any towels, and we would be happy.
No, I was like, I've never used this in my life.
Just air dry. Just do a little spinny move.
That's my spinning move.
Yeah.
So if you want to play this game,
Well,
play
that's
this
what
game.
I'm afraid of. If you were the one who cleaned the closets and organized, we would have nothing.
But also, you're the one that's buying all these things. So like, the person that put it there is the person who should be in control of whether or not it stays or goes.
So if you were to clean, just hypothetically, if you were to
okay.
clean the master bathroom
Okay.
linen closet, would you just throw everything away?
Well, I would throw at least 2 of the 3 diffusers that you have that are still in the box.
What? 2 of them were gifts. I didn't know what to do with them.
So then you bought the 3rd one.
The 3rd one was bought before the 2 gifts.
Do you see how this game is played? If I brought nothing into that closet, why do I have to now be in control whether or not I take it out of here?
I just have too much stuff.
Okay, there we go.
Is that what you were trying to get me to say this whole time?
I wasn't strategic, but we got there, and that's all that matters. And folks, thanks so much for listening to this week's podcast. We'll see you guys on the next one.
And that mic drop.
Are you having fun talking about the pantry?
I feel like this escalated quickly and not in my favor.
There's a lot of pent-up aggression for sure.
I know. You had a lot to say. I was going to really make you look good and compliment you on the pantry, but...
Well, I got a lot of likes on the picture
okay.
and a lot of views on the video. So, I mean, I think I got the compliments.
Okay. You had enough compliments. You don't need my compliments, I guess.
I like your compliments. I just want better storage solutions. I just want you to allow for me to have my protein powder.
Yeah, that's all you want. I could tell.
That's all.
Okay. We'll have to compromise.
Well, there's a little bit of counter space that I know exactly where to put it.
Where?
On the countertop.
On the countertop where? Okay, if you let me hide it, then like when people come over, you can have it on the countertop.
Listen, I have no problem of it being hidden when people are here. I just don't want to be the one hiding it. I don't need more tasks to do. Yesterday, snow fell out. I was shoveling the driveway. That was an extra task that I had to do on top of building. See how that works?
All the extra things, just getting it, reaching up. Ugh,
like
so
the amount of boxes right now that are in the next to the recycle bin.
Oh, you're right. There are a lot.
That I need to break.
And none of them are mine.
I'm sure we'll find a box or 2 for you.
I didn't throw any of them away.
Well, hey, listen, I'm sorry if I went a little too hard in the paint with you. I love you.
I have lots of closets, apparently.
Yeah, you're a very rich woman with a lot of big closets.
A lot of closets that I don't organize is what the point of your spiel was.
Well, these are your words, not mine. Okay.
But the pantry looks amazing.
Thank you.
I love the storage. I love the drawers. That's probably actually my favorite part. It's probably a tie between the drawers and the countertops, because the fact that we just have our coffee stuff and like mixer, blender, toaster always on the counters has been incredible. Because before, what we were doing would be taking out the coffee stuff because we have this cabinet under the microwave. We would store it there, and because obviously if you have it like on the kitchen counters, it's kind of an eyesore because we don't have a lot of counter space anyway.
We don't
besides
have a
the
lot
island
of counter space.
I mean, like
we have a
on
pretty
that
large
back
kitchen.
No, our kitchen is big. Our island is huge, but the back.
Yeah. I'm sure we can move a few decorative books that you have on the countertop.
You are really gunning after me today. I feel attacked personally and professionally.
Can I tell you? You take a shot at the king, you better not miss.
I feel attacked. It's because I had so many. You know what it was?
You have everything from Magnolia on the countertop.
You know what it was?
What?
I had so many good comebacks earlier on in the podcast, and you felt so threatened. You had to bring it.
I felt being shot at.
So you're like, oh, I'll have to attack her now. But, if that's what you need to do, you do it.
We have such little countertop space. Do not hit me with that.
No, sorry. I didn't mean we didn't have such little counter space. I just mean the back.
Yeah. We have books, decorative books there.
But do you want a coffee maker there? No. Anyway, I'm not.
So then let the argument be that it's not that we don't have a lot of space there, is that that it's an eyesore when it's there.
Yeah.
That's a different approach, because there's one side that comes as a complaining, be like, oh, we don't have, our kitchen's too small.
Well,
we have the biggest kitchen we've ever had.
You can't put stuff on the island, but like on the back counter, yeah, it's.
You could say it's an eyesore.
It's just nice. Okay, whatever.
That's fair. That's fair.
You're right.
We're going to counseling after this.
I feel like this is counseling. You are letting everything out that's been pent up for probably months.
I picked up smoking cigarettes just to deal with the stress.
Deal with the stress
of
all the linen closets.
This is why my voice is like this.
We'd have to take out the coffee stuff, the toaster, every single time we'd use it, from which is like a first world problem, I know, but it was really annoying because then you'd have to put it back every time. Sometimes you didn't put your coffee away and I would do it for you.
You did.
Just saying.
Thank you.
And then, so having that counter space where it's always just there, that's its rightful place.
Yeah. That's great.
Designated.
I agree. It's
and
nice.
even like the mixer and the blender, I just feel like because I see it all the time too, I am like more prone to use it. Like now I can make smoothies all the time because I don't feel like.
When's the last time you made a smoothie?
Well, like last week.
That's okay. I didn't have a drop of smoothie.
You never want it when I ask you.
I would like to be asked again.
But it has to be after like 2 p.m. because that's when you eat.
Yes.
Okay. I'll remember that for next time. But I love the countertop.
By the way, the trash chute has been one of the most popular. First of all, it's been the most questionable thing because people are like, what is that thing?
What is that little metal thing?
Yeah. But then once people saw that it's a trash chute, like it's been it's one of the top things for it, I think.
Really? That's awesome.
I think it's one of the best parts because it's so functional that you have trash and
it's just a little thing.
You don't have dead space. It's not fully dead space.
Yeah. Otherwise it would be, or you just put like another appliance there. I love it. I feel like it's something that you don't think about, but then when you're using it, like for me, I'll just like because you do the pour over coffee. So you have the coffee filter that you put in there. I have the pods, the little Nespresso pod. So I don't throw it away every day, but every once in a while when I do throw it away, I'm like sitting there going, oh my gosh, I don't have to walk. I can just move my hand over.
Think of all the time I'm saving.
Look, I'm saving at least 20 seconds. How amazing is that?
Yeah. Don't have to walk as much.
So yeah, I think it's the little things. That was a cool detail that you added. And that was all Mr. Build It's idea. Right. For those wondering, didn't contribute to that one at all.
You hate the hardware on it.
Why?
Because stainless steel, right?
Oh, but a lot of the other appliances have stainless steel, so it's not a big deal.
This is how I know like if we're gonna save money on a project or overspend. It's because if you were in the process with me to look through those trash chutes, the kit,
I would pick the most expensive one.
Well, and I know that for sure because there's not a lot of selection, and all the cool ones that are like black or have like a swinging gate, they're 4 times the price. And I got the you couldn't even say that straight. I don't care. Yeah. I don't care.
Well, I feel like it doesn't bother me.
Really?
You probably think it bothers me more than it does. It doesn't. I think because there's like on the toaster, there's stainless steel. There's like stainless steel on the mixer. There's just all of the appliances have a little bit of that anyway. So it kind of ties it in.
Okay. That's fine.
But I mean, yeah, for sure. Black would have looked better, but whatever. Not a big deal.
Thank you for helping me save money.
You didn't even ask. So well, there's that.
I'm glad that you like the pantry. Yeah. I love the pantry. It's becoming one of my favorites.
Do you love the drawers? Do you think that was a good idea?
I think it's a great idea. Mostly because the drawers created the separation of space where it feels like a full countertop. Because if you didn't have the drawers and they're just another shelf below the thing, I don't think it would look not only as good, but also not as functional.
Yeah.
So
it definitely feels like an actual countertop with
I think my favorite part about the drawers, because I don't use the drawers that often, except for like when I open the coffee stuff. And it's nice that the first drawer has all the coffee stuff.
Yeah. I like that too.
That's really nice.
It's just like, oh, hey.
Hey, coffee. Yeah.
And then the other side has all the kids stuff and they know it now. And so they just like open it. And with the kids, they're always trashing the place up anyway. So if they're going to trash it, like, at least it's hidden.
That's true.
They could just close it.
That's very true.
And with the drawers, I do feel like it's so far it's less like dirty in there, or like what's the word I'm looking for? Cluttered. Because they have nowhere to put the thing but throw it away. Because before, when it was just shelves, they would like take a granola bar or whatever and unwrap it and then like leave the wrapper on the shelf. They can't really do that in the cabinet because everything is in like the bins.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they put it in the trash.
I'm sure they'll figure it out.
Anyway, it just seems like they're understanding that like they can't do that now, but they did before. And it was just like I would find wrappers of stuff and like crumbs and pretzels behind all of the bins because it was just a shelf, right? It was annoying.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'm glad you like it. You seem to be defending your choice for using cabinets instead of shelves. Are you getting pushback or something? Why do you feel
What do
like
you
need-
mean?
well,
Drawers?
yeah, you feel
No.
like you need to defend them. I feel like they're the right answer.
No, it just seemed like you were questioning why. I chose
No,
them.
because I mean, if you're gonna have a countertop, you're gonna have
You gotta have
drawers.
something. Yeah. And I didn't necessarily want drawers. I just wanted something like either a cabinet or drawers.
Oh, I see. It's cabinet or drawer. I see.
I wanted something. I
Yeah,
just wanted
yeah,
something
yeah,
to be able to like
yeah.
hide the stuff.
With that argument, yes, I
Yeah.
agree.
And
Drawers are
drawers-
so much better. Yes.
Drawers are way better.
Now
yeah.
I recall. I think we did have a conversation.
We
about
did,
Should
yeah.
we? I got you now. Okay.
Actually, I think you were the one that said drawers would be better, and you were right.
Oh.
So I'm gonna pin that on you.
Oh, well, you're welcome, America. You're welcome.
America is always said.
Yeah. I'm doing this for the greater country.
Yes.
Well, hey,
Thank you guys for listening to it. Wow, cannot talk. Thank you guys for listening in to our
they're just a hodgepodge.
hodgepodge of bickering.
I did not know you're volunteering to do a sign off, which is great. I mean, go for it.
Yeah.
You need a little bit more energy. That's my only criticism.
I am drained because you attacked me so much during this podcast. I don't have the mental bandwidth to keep going.
Let the record show that you did not get hit. So it's been a good day.
Oh, I love it.
All right, guys. Thanks
I still
for listening.
love you, babe.
Love you too, babe. Bye.
Bye.